Today Juliet and I are at Phillip Island, which is most well known for its penguins, which we'll be seeing later on today. But just for the time being, we are doing a little bit of surfing here on the beach, and it's a little bit difficult going, but we're actually getting some quite good waves. We've both managed to stand up, and I think Juliet may be going to stand up here. No, she's not. She's going to do it soon, and we'll get back to you when we have some wave action. So we've actually managed to catch some good waves here. This Phillip Island's not too pretty at the moment because it's a bit misty, but the waves are very large, and yeah, really nice. Following our surfing, we're now at the Nobbies, which is at the far end of Phillip Island. And this is just a bit of a viewpoint before we go to the penguins, but the furthest island you can see is where the biggest colony of fur seals in Australia lives. But yeah, really pretty here. And if you want to come here properly, you can get a boat out there, but we don't have time. But for us, it's the penguins now, and we'll get back to you at the penguin parade. So Juliet and I have just done the penguin parade, and this is just a visitor centre here afterwards. Now there's quite a lot of different options you can do. You can just come here and have a sit down and watch them, but we opted for a slightly more upmarket option where you get to go to your own little beach. And there's only about 10 of you, and you just watch them walk in with a night vision goggles, and it was really good fun. Not much to see on video because it's so dark, but yeah, really nice to see in person. And it's really nice seeing the penguins waddling onto shore. Next stop for us is Melbourne tomorrow, where we're going to be dropping off our camper van and grabbing a hire car, and then we're going to be driving the Great Ocean Road. After leaving Phillip Island this morning, Juliet and I have dropped off our camper van in Melbourne, and we've picked up a hire car, and we're now driving the Great Ocean Road, which is west out of Melbourne. And the first thing we've seen is this delightful bay of islands where we are now. Really, really pretty. And tonight the main thing for us is heading down to the 12 Apostles, which is about 30 kilometres down the coast. And then tomorrow we'll be driving the rest of the Great Ocean Road and getting back to Melbourne.
So we are now at another thing to see, which is this grotto. So we're going to go walk down, see how close we can get to the arch.
So we're a bit further along the coast now, and we have reference to London Bridge because there is a very large and nice natural bridge in front of us. Juliet and I are now at the 12 Apostles, although there's not 12, there's only 7 or so they're a bit worn down, but yeah, it's pretty enough. We came here mainly for sunset, but as you can see there's not much of a sun to be setting. It's quite grey, but it's still nice enough. And tomorrow, if we're feeling pretty keen, we might come back up here for the sunrise. Juliet Juliet and I are now at Loch Ard Gorge, which is, well, a very pretty gorge, and it's named after a shipwreck which happened here. And we're now going to go and check out the shipwreck just around the headland there. So here we are back at the 12/7 Apostles, and it's a little bit brighter now, a little bit of sun, and yeah, you get to a good view of them. And if I circle around, you can also get a view down the other way, which I think, to be honest, is a little bit more impressive. But what do I know? After driving through Apollo Bay and having some lunch, we're now at the Carisbrook Falls, which are where the water and the rivers are coming off the hills behind the ocean and the ocean road. Yeah, it's really, really pretty here. Well, we just come up quite a big path. So we're now going to be going back down, and we're going to be heading along the road a bit more to see some more sights.
It's now started raining and we're at the W.D. Godfrey wreck. So there's a shipwreck. No one died, but then 5 people died trying to take all the cargo off it. It's going from Melbourne to San Francisco, so we're not sure why it actually was here in the first place. Probably got quite lost. Probably was always on to a loser. But we're going to continue along the Great Ocean Road now.
We are now another hour or so down the coast, and we're at the town of Lorne, and we're just on the pier here. The sun has started to come out, which is nice. They got this really nice view of the town and the land around it. The ocean road's really got a bit more scenic now, a bit more picturesque. It's good fun to drive it as well. And yeah, lots of really good views out along the coast. So we're just a little bit further down the road, and we're at the very pretty Devil's Elbow viewpoint, and the sun has properly come out now. Really nice. We're nearly at the end of the road now. Might be a few more things to see, but we're pretty much back at Melbourne now. We're on our way to the beach just down there, but we have a kid there for the time being, just chilling out by the side of the road, getting scared of the loud car as it goes past. And there he goes off into the bush, scratching his leg. Juliet and I have just reached Bell's Beach here on the Great Ocean Road. It's sort of down below us, and you might be able to see some surfers on the waves down there because it's a very popular surf beach. But now, unfortunately, we're pretty much done with the Great Ocean Road. We're going to be heading back inland now on our way to Melbourne. And the next couple of days we'll be hanging around Melbourne and seeing what's going on there.